About 90% of garbage goes to landfills. One of the first affected by garbage are animals. Here is where most animals feed off the garbage, which in some cases allow them to catch diseases. They then carry these diseases, affecting more of their species. Once a landfill is used up, most of them are converted into parks. They do this by simply putting them over the landfill. However, landfill releases harmful methane and gases, which can cause health issues of those in the park and especially surrounding areas. One of the most harmful pieces of garbage is plastic. Plastic decomposes at a very slow rate, and we are producing more plastic in the last 10 years than during the whole last century, meaning the problem is only growing. The United States alone throws over 35 billion plastic water bottles each year. Another way that plastic is harming the environment. Of this plastic, we only recover 5% of plastic waste we produce. Garbage not only harms animals, it also harms the soil. Harmful substances in garbage soak down into the soil, contaminate the plants, and later affecting those who eat the plant. Livestock contributes about 80% of this contaminated soil. Not only is trash harmful, it is also very expensive. Most cities across the globe spend more money on garbage than on parks, libraries, and school programs. We are spending more money on something that harms us rather than helps us. Food waste has increased by over 50%. Americans throw away 28 billion pounds of food a year. That number makes up 25% of the United States food supply. 10% of the world's oil supply is used to make and ship disposable plastics, such as plates, cups, and others, are only used once then thrown away. This contributes to a much higher trash amount because it only is used once. The United States population is growing about 80 million people per year. That means each year there will be a higher consumption of goods, leading to more trash. We are going to need way more than twice the landfills we have now to fill the demand. People throw away 50 million tons of electrical waste each year. This includes iPods, computers, and kitchen appliances. That's nearly the size of 4 million buses that we cannot dispose. Each year, people use around 500 million plastic bags. Those plastic bags will take around 1,000 years to decompose, taking up room in our landfills. Using reusable bags can dramatically fix this issue and allow stores to make more money selling them. Americans use about 4.5 million tons of paper each year, not only destroying trees, but taking up the space of our landfills. At this rate, we will cut down more and more trees, only causing more and more trash. 40% of landfills are paper. Glass bottles will survive around 1 million years, and plastic bottles survive around 450 years. So as you can see, we're not making these things biodegradable. The longer the lifespan of a certain product, the longer it will be in a landfill, which takes up more space. The average American person throws away about 7 pounds of garbage a day. Yes, a day. That's about 100 tons in a lifetime. This is more than any other country on Earth. Represented in this picture is an idea called a throwaway society, in which we are conditioned to throw things away, such as how the average American office worker throws away 500 disposable cups each year, which just means that we throw away more than we buy. We're recycling can be a huge benefit to this ever-growing problem. However, it will not be enough to save the planet. We are at such an ever-growing rate that recycling will only help about 10% of the issues we need to solve in upcoming years for trash. As everyone knows, packaging has a lot of parts to it. You have everything that holds whatever you bought in its place, sometimes containing multiple parts. It makes up about 65% of the house-made trash and about 40% of landfills. By 2050, most of our landfills will be used up, and probably even sooner, forcing us to clear more land for the use of trash, which destroys habitats and the shelters for animals, for the sake of trash, and our bad habits will only continue. We can start by simply recycling, using less, and raising awareness. The more people know about this trash issue, the more they will use things less. People need to have an itch to stop using so much. Thankfully, there are organizations that are starting to help now, such as Water Waste Prevention Company and other companies going green to help this global issue end and to save lives along the way.